Hello everybody, we're up and running and hopefully the camera's keeping up, it's not lagging, my voice isn't out of sync. Let me know if the audio is good. We're going to be using Clip Studio Paint today because I want to get in the habit of using this program on the iPad a bit more, and I think it'll be quite cool to share a bit of the process as I go along. But also, after watching the Deadpool Wolverine movie last Thursday, you might have guessed from the Lady Deadpool fan art, I want to do a Wolverine style one. So I'm going to do X-23 as the subject of this one. I'll do a couple of hellos. Hello Tegan, hello Minecraft Transformers, and Nerd. I just fancy just doing a random poll, just Deadpool, Wolverine, or SpongeBob. Who, you know, which one do you want to pick? Apparently SpongeBob is winning, so maybe he should have been in the new movie. But no, we're going to literally start off in a minute. I'm going to do some rough poses and just figure out basically what I want to do. I've got an idea in my head. I just don't know the perspective to draw it properly. It would be quite cool if I can pull it off. I'm just going to see if I can find a reference image of that angle. But if you've got any art questions or anything while we're waiting, then just fire them away. I'm going to waffle for a bit because I'm looking through Pinterest at the poses. So I find it's a really good way to get references is to search it on Pinterest and just put whatever you want to look at. So if you want female poses, you find a load of sketch artworks from people, which is really good. It's along with hands and everything else. I have to remember the camera's down here instead of up here somewhere. I'm trying a different angle so that even if I'm looking at the screen and talking, it should be fine. You should be able to see me more as I'm drawing and concentrating. You see it on the screen, see me looking down, and we'll see how that goes. Do we have one at the angle? I don't think we've got one that's at the angle that I want in particular. That could be a cool dynamic pose. Let's open that in a new tab just in case. That would be a complete change actually if I did a pose like that. That would be interesting. I might go a bit spicier with the pose this time. A bit more seductive or a bit more anime in its design. I'm just trying to see if I can find a semi-decent pose from the angle I want. It's weird, you know what angle or pose you want, but you're not sure if you can draw it, is the problem. And then when it comes down to looking at stuff, you're like, can I do it, can I not? Do we have one? That could potentially work. And obviously these are the poses that I'm getting references for rather than anything else. So I've got a number of potential poses to have the character, and I'm just trying to find, let's say, one that fits. I've got two choices. One could be she's hugging a Wolverine plushie, kind of like top down. She's holding it, like she's squished it on holding it, but she's got the claws out. Or the other one is she's in another pose and she's got like a plushie on a keychain of Wolverine or something. I want to kind of incorporate a bit of Logan into this. I know she's the clone of him, but you know what I mean. Make it a bit more interesting. No, he's Minecraft, that's fine. I have started a bit earlier, so I'm expecting people to jump on after all the videos that are releasing. I think Kingpin's dropping a video about now. And a few others, but I did end up starting a bit sooner than I was originally anticipating. Okay, I don't think I've got the exact pose I want, but that's not an issue. Wait, that's a brand new cable. Are we serious? That is a brand new cable. There is no way there should be a green screen whatsoever. I can't believe this. Why am I getting a... Koi, if you're out there, please help me. Because there's no reason I should be getting a green screen of doom. The connection's good. Everything's good. I don't get it. Anyway, let's start drawing some poses. So I've got a rough sketch there. So the head would be around back here. Cool, that is coming up. So I've got a head here. The shoulder gets pushed up across the head here a little bit. There's a bit that's there, and that does come down. We can some more along the lines of the cheek there. You can go there. Eyes are roughly around this area. This is just the rough sketch, so I'm literally at the planning stage here. So I'm just literally planning it out, which is quite cool. Yeah, green screen, I don't know why it came up. This is a brand new cable, so I'm hoping it's just a little blip and it shouldn't happen too much. Is that a Xenomorph, Tyranid, Slenderman, Alien, Fused, Alien X, Saiyan, 626 breaking into your house? No. Because a new narrator that you'll find out at the end of August is protecting my house, and you've got no hope of getting past it. Guess that bit goes there, and the whole chest comes down there and back up round here. Obviously, you're gonna have a hand here for the bits. Yeah, then I've got a new narrator. But I say, yeah, I've got a new narrator happening at the end of August. It's planned in now, so it is happening. Not too many details to be spoiled on it. Just it is happening, so it's going to be interesting. I feel, yeah, that arm's too big on this side. That's better. Let me know if I get a green screen, guys, because the chat's on this window and that's on that one. Yeah, yeah. I've got Xenomorphs down to a T. They're not going to beat me. Not anytime soon, anyway. This is going to be quite interesting because I've never really drawn. This pose before. Hey Koi, how's it going? Sweet 16 months. Wow. Congrats on being a member for 16 months. And what's next and says, members. Our little emoji's coming up. I had a green screen earlier. Keep an eye out for it, Koi. If you're in and out, let me know. It shouldn't be a handshake because I got new cable for the iPad plugged in. So I'm kind of like, what's going on? I'm trying a different... I don't know if I like that pose. No, I don't like it. It looks cool, but I'm just not getting on with that pose. Let's try the other one. That one's not too bad, but let's try the other pose. See what we've got. I might be comfortable with... Yeah, I might be more comfortable with this pose. So let's try again. Cool, little skip. What the? Who are you? The name's Kai Bloodclaw. Why are you here? How am I meant to know? This is going to be fun. Yep. Right. I'm almost doing warm-up sketches at the moment to get used to the head and body position of the character. Oh, this is going to be fun. Why do I pick ones with like hands that are just right there in terms of, yeah, draw this hand, and I'm like, yeah, I can't draw hands. Not very well, anyway. Oh, that came out rather well, actually. I'm quite pleased with that one. And I have to say, with Clip Studio Paint, I am loving this selection pen, where you just... I know it's not the same as just the highlighting round of the lasso tool, but it's a bit more refined to be able to put things where I want them to be. That's probably right. Because you, the monster that decided to do it. Yes, that's probably a good enough one for that. You're staying at your nan's house again. Hopefully it won't be too long before you're back. And Koi, thank you for gifting a membership. And Tegan, congratulations on getting a membership. Apparently, though, it says you gifted 0 memberships. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but it's quite impressive. But yeah, Tegan's come through. So gifts haven't got an icon or emoji at the moment. I need to figure out what I'm going to do for that. Hey Ark, how's it going? We are literally just working... Oops, wrong tool. We're working on just the sketch for like X-23, just to try and figure out a sketch that could be quite interesting. And technically speaking, the body comes through here, comes out through here, and then goes back down the leg. No, I don't like any of these. Do I attempt to do what I was originally going to do? So maybe a top-down look where she's... here with the eye bit and obviously the ear bit here. And then her body comes down here. And you've got this whole thing down here. You've got a hand here and a kind of a hand under here. Might have one of the claws. That may have a claw or 2 out. Could have a secondary claw. Comes down. We got a plushie of good old Wolvie. Squished in where her breast goes, because we're just going to squish it in. Yeah, this angle's all wrong. Ah! What to draw, Ark? Whatever you'd like to draw. I am struggling with what I'm drawing at the moment, which is kind of causing an issue. Ah, but that one looks so badass. Right, let's go back to that one. I'm going to do it for plushie hanging down. I think this will fit the character more. It's staying hydrated. Alright, let's break this down to its fundamental parts. So the head is over here. And it's got a design that comes down this way. Goes up there for the side of the head, which obviously comes down here. Back here and up. So that's basically the head. With an ear around there. Shoulder comes along, in and out, it comes down and around here, and that goes to an arm that comes to here, and then it's got the obligatory fist at the end. I am going to shrink these up and make them fit on the page. I just need to draw things slightly larger at the moment to get my head around it. That's quite cool, Ben. Any hints on what the story is about, or is it a we're not allowed to know yet? So I want the cylinder shape, because I can add details on later, but I want to get the core cylinder shape in place. And then you've got the... what we're trying to draw these bits here and the ribs under there. And then you've got a one here. Got a hand on this side, which is like there and there, and that's coming down. Push it off almost to go around there. And that comes back and back there. I'm going to move bits around to join the body parts on and find them. Let me just say, a sci-fi version of Blue's Clues. Oh, that's quite cool. A red panda monster, take it or leave it. Yeah, Ark, draw a red panda monster. That'd be quite cool. So this is the bit where it gets really tricky, because I've got to draw... the bit where the leg's going to go up. And the leg's going to come down, which is a rather tricky pose. Comes around the body bit, so that's more there. Body twisting more here. And then we've got the kick at the end, which that comes out more like a curve, so that comes out more like that. Leather pandas, do you want me scary or cute? Thunderbird's fan, are you on the Discord? Because if so, you could get it from the Discord if Art shares it in the community art things, what I'm working on. You should be able to copy it down from there. Alright, so we've got that. We've got the foot, which is going to go... because she's got the single one that comes out the middle of the toes, which makes it a bit harder. But she has a single blade which will come out of the toe to a degree. I don't know how far out it goes though. That's the only thing I'm not sure on. It's just how far out that's going to come. But I'll adjust that. This may take more than one stream, I don't know. I've not really drawn this before, so it's quite interesting to see how this is going to work. As I say, I'm getting bits and I'm moving them around where I think they should go. Based on the character and also educated guesses. So I expect that's going to have a blade bit out here. If we're in a bit of a dynamic pose, she'll have the two blades. I want to give a Wolverine plushie hanging off somewhere. Like a little, almost like a keychain Wolverine. It might be a little plushie with like just 3 spikes. Just like a little toy. Just for the hell of it, fun. Cool, Coy's putting the emoji chats out and be sure to use them. And Tegan's happy because she can use the little emoji so that we can see them. Nice. Nexum, darling, what are you doing? Not now, Monica, my sweet. He's been having a staring contest with a cat for 2 minutes. Do you think you can defeat Loki by a staring contest? I think the framing's not too bad on this. Probably be about there. And I can do a layer at the top and start putting some details on for. I mean, that arm probably could actually go a bit further up, so maybe we'll move that slightly. And this one I want to go in tangent with it, kind of thing. So if I then have this, if I rotate it, they both rotate on the same angle. Because the reference picture has quite a nice angle to the face, and I can okay that. Deselect it. Oops, wrong tool. Still getting used to this. And you can have the other thing is, I think part of the body isn't the right size, so I'm thinking this bit here and the head aren't quite large enough. So I'm thinking it needs to scale up a bit and then come back here. And then the rest of some of the body attributes need to be scaled up a little bit more based on the design, but we can work on them. The idea is to have, I wanted a bit of a spicier pose, and I think a dynamic kicking pose would be quite good for her, especially with like the claw bit coming out. Spencerman07, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Oh, you're in the chat, cool. Do you plan on putting all your original story episodes in one playlist? I'm trying to get caught up on the lore and I don't know where to start. I am planning to. I have to go back because they tie in with a few other things here and there. I guess depending how far back you want to go, the first one with the narrators kind of coming together as a group is Enter the Splatverse, which is going quite a way back, but from that one on it does build up. But I will be creating a playlist at some point to have all of them together. It's on my list of things to do since I'm trying to reorganize all the stories. Hey Soulstorm, hey Soulstorm, and Art, congratulations on getting a member, and Minecraft, thank you for gifting a membership. That doesn't look right. That looks too chunky. I mean, she's probably gonna have jeans on and stuff, but I kind of want to just try and figure out. All right, her hair. She's got long hair, hasn't she? Where's my reference picture? Yeah, she's got reasonably long hair, so I need long hair that's kind of almost flowing. She's so actually I'll be dropping down behind her, so I'm not too bad on that actually. Should just pretty much going. Do I have that thing for the leg color? No, so that's fine. So, in theory, this should be going down her body a bit and up. And then on the other side, it'll kind of like just come down, and it'll just be flowing through her arms, but also around the back. And I'll sort out all the tufty bits of hair in a minute. They are difficult to figure out where exactly they're going to be going as such. Hair is one of the hardest things to actually draw. I think the hair will cover up most of the sides, to be honest. I'm not sure if it'll come straight down here. I think maybe it'll come curve around the side of the body. Should be fine. I know I've done this, but I'm not sure I like the pose. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like it. My reference picture, it looks awesome. This one, it doesn't look quite so nice. We're going to be going through a couple of sketches things for this just to get this in an actual pose that I think looks good. What do you guys think of it so far? I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't look right. I do go right back to basics on a pose. Right, hang on, let me just group them into a folder a minute. Turn it off, do another layer above it. Let me just try another pose a minute while I'm thinking about it. Do we want a front on pose? No, 3/4 views are always better. I'm not so sure what I'm doing right now. I'm just drawing a line of action comes down here. Yeah, it kind of, the claw comes out the middle, so it's difficult to do, so it's interesting to see what happened. Ben, are these fusions for the narrators you'd like to see? I mean, I can't do Dr. Plague, I can't do 51 with Benny Sharp or Champagne, but Vazalia's got kind of a Russian accent, so maybe Benjamin Neal. Oh, I can't even do it when I'm on stream. I used to do it, I got it right at the weekend over the car. Let's think. How am I going to do it? I can't even remember how to do it. I'm also struggling with this illustration with the pose, and I want to get the pose right. So I've got to try and nail a pose. I'm looking through the references again because there's quite a few, but at the same time it's like... I should try voicing 51. I can't remember how 50. If 51's the one with the, he's the fast talking one, like annoying, like Velocity, isn't he? Was that 50? Oh, I can't remember which way around they go, Kingpin. That's bad. Just imagine what Multiverse Tale characters fuse the characters from other crazy artists. It could be quite interesting. What do you want to do? I'm just checking into any other pose that screams out to me a minute, because we do have the first one we kind of did, which is that one, which, okay, it's cool and dynamic, but I just don't, something seems off on it. I'm just looking to find a nice pose that'd be quite a... Why is it? I gotta draw, and I can't draw what I want to draw. I saw that. Is he gone? So, Koi, this is what I don't get. It's a brand new cable. Like, a brand new cable. It works fine. It charges fine. It's worked fine for so long. I've got a fan onto the computer. The computer's doing well. It's not struggling with anything. Very few applications open. And it's still going iffy at times, which is causing a bit of a annoyance for me. Yeah, I will draw it in a stream, so when it does come up, it's not a problem. But I don't know why that's happening. Koi, if you've got any other ideas to figure out, I haven't changed the settings since we reduced them down to make it better to stream to YouTube. Other than the camera being on is the only exception, which is going through the Wi-Fi, unless that's hitting it somehow. Other than that, I don't know. Right, okay, let's just think about this. So holding it under an arm, holding my hand up. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing it though. It's just absolutely annoying when that happens. Maybe I should just not do anything for like a couple weeks, except for make content behind the scenes. Sort of. Koi, I'll magically teleport you now, Doctor Strange style, into the room so you can fix it. I know it happened with the camera of Thunderbirds fan. It's hard to figure it out because it shouldn't be stopping with the camera. I've had streams with the camera on before and nothing's gone wrong throughout it. So it is really annoying that the... It's putting me off my game here now. Right. Give me a second just to refocus. X-23... I am using a device capture. It's like a media thing. It's basically the same as I use for the iPhone camera. So it's just the device capture one. So it should just be the cable going across, plugged in and working. I also appreciate we're like 41 minutes in and we've drawn something, we've switched it off and we're looking for something else to try and sort out what we're going to do for the pose. Because, yeah. Okay, let's just see if I can figure out this pose that I originally wanted to do. So, I wanted... If I get the plushie in the middle... The good old Wolverine plushie head. That should frame the angle. So the body should be a head or neck piece around there. Come onto the body for either side here, just to come around and down. Circular shape for the body. Bit down here, mid bit before we come down into these bits. Change the angle a bit and maybe shrink that down a bit more. Here, that one probably come off there more, so you'd have that and then come off here with the hip. So on here. Or just kind of come along and just squish around Wolvie. It's a bit spicy. Hand comes under there because she's going to be holding it up with a circular bit here that comes up to here and more of a circular bit there. Probably have an arm over the other side down here and then just dangling down to just hand go down. She might have some claws out. Maybe a claw out that way because she's feeling a bit just, yeah. Body goes down, belly button's probably around about here, there, underarm bit's there, so just make sure we got that bit going down there, the hand. Spicy there, collar and neck. What type of capture did yeah, we'll look at those settings after. Yeah, we had it the other week and it kind of worked, but I just don't know why it does it. It's not as bad as it used to be, which is quite good now, but it's a bit annoying. Should we start with this for the pose, maybe? And then what I can do is I can add another layer and I can look to do the hair more. A bit more just... Maybe the hair comes along a bit more and she's got this down here from her hands. She can have an X belt on her. This is a really rough sketch, but I kind of think I like this one more than the other one. I do need to figure out how to get a bit more spicier in my poses, but it's a bit it is tricky to get that right and have the perspective looking right. What's the good news arc? And also, guys, I'm surprised nobody's asked, but the community redraws, I've started it. I've actually started it early. Oh my god. I know I give it to the end of last month, so this month I'm not rushing. But I've started scripting it out with a couple of selections, and there are some amazing Offspring character designs in it from you guys. Well, that's cool, Ark. It'll be interesting to see what you come up with for the character. Just looking for a potential picture that makes some sense. What's it? You always know the picture you want, but you can't find it, so... Okay, that's fine. I can just do her in kind of like clothing I wish to have her in anyway. Still the rough sketch, but we also need to place the factors of the face and stuff, so... create another layer just so I can move the eyes about once I've done them. I don't really know what I'm doing for much of these features at the moment. I kind of wanted to make a bit of an innocent character, but I don't, in a sense. But I don't know if I've captured enough of it for what I actually think. I don't think I actually need those ones on this side. I just think... It's finding the right proportions for what you're doing is the tricky bit. Once I've got enough of the proportions in place, I can actually just do what I want to do on this. Oh, no skit. So, what happened to your eye? A seagull took it. Why? I don't know, but one day I will get my revenge. You're going to get revenge on the seagull? Are you mad? Ben, xenomorphs can't get into my house. We've had this discussion. My house is xenoproof. Doesn't matter how many or what you want to send or what you're going to do, they can't get into it. So let's go back to this. Drop this down a bit. Opacity. Let's try and refine this hair a bit more, because potentially she could have the wave there, show a bit more of her face. Part of it, maybe it's not quite so upflowing as the top of the hair, but maybe it's more that with bits coming out. And then I can erase on this the wait, is that the right layer? Is that another layer underneath? Oh, I did have a super puffy bit on that layer. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I can erase that layer down a bit. I just want to have a bit of freedom. See, the body comes across a fair bit of it, so the bit down here for the hair will get taken out, because the body's going to be in front of the majority of the hair here, which goes quite good. Pose for the ear. I know she's got that other bit here that goes down, which can go down to about here. You can probably go over the ear and around the back. I can't draw hair very well, so I'm just making this up. Oh, koi, yeah. Face huggers are scary as hell. Just, yeah, they just work out to be massively scary. Did I hear what? That Robbie Downey Jr. is being Doctor Doom? Yes, I did hear. I loved the way he revealed it and did his "It's me" pose. It was amazing. I've seen it for the last couple of days. I'm like, oh my god, it's going to be amazing. Maybe I'll give her like things on her wrist, like that'll look quite cool. Be on there. Ed Fruis would like to hear if it's family friendly, yes. Oh, yeah, there's a new Alien film coming out on August 16th. Alien Romulus. I'm looking forward to it. I might not watch it in the cinema, but I'm going to watch it. So, I'm going to, in a minute, making a rough line art thing over the top that's a bit better, but yeah. Theory number 1, how do you find a way to bring Tony Stark and brainwash him to be Doctor Doom? Theory number 2, he's a variant that's always been Doctor Doom. 3, the original 2. I think it's going to be a variant now that the multiverse is open. He's going to be Doctor Doom, or Doctor Doom's had plastic surgery to look like Tony Stark to mess with the Avengers' mind games. That would be even cooler. That would work out quite cool. So I'm just colouring in blocks for me for my line art stage to understand what's going on here a bit clearer. Dude, Robbie Downey Jr. is just going to nail the role. Let's just say it now. I mean, I'm not being funny. If he can do Tropic Thunder, playing all those characters on top of each other, and still pull it off, yeah, he's going to nail this. Starting to form a bit more shape. Let me just come just a little maybe. What do you think of this so far, guys? Do you think this is kind of working, the pose? It's not, it is. I think I'm kind of getting there with like something I like for this one. I mean, there may be some reworking afterwards to take it back to, you know, a certain point, but like the eyes, like the inking on the eyes and stuff. I'm just dropping an eye in now, but I appreciate that. Dempsey, what if in the colouring phase we go X-23, the highlight colours for the hair the same colours as the Wolverine suit? We'll see. Because X-23 doesn't really have highlights in her hair. Because she's got dark hair, so it's going to be... I know there'll be some lighting aspect, but it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens. But this is... I've still got to do a pencil sketch over the top, rough colouring, then do the final line art over the top, which is going to be the more interesting and intricate feed. So there's still a bit of chance to do stuff yet. We're still a ways off having... That eye is definitely at the wrong angle. And this is where these tools come to save your life. Correct the eye in a minute. I think that's enough for us to start working on the next bit. So if we merge that down, drop that down a little bit. So in here we want to line out copy. Take this down to 6. Back its density up a little bit. And let's start refining this a bit more, adding more details. I want to try and get a rough sketch that I can colour and get a rough idea of what it looks like. But yes. Oh, I've missed a bit of chat. So I think the comics Doctor Doom has his own Iron Man suit. He does. He's a genius like Tony Stark, and he took the technology of other people and started doing it. That's how he can do certain abilities. What if the comic phase have done that one? I know this is before, but I think, but you never really answered my question. But whatever your character on Angelic Demon, sorry for asking. I don't really know until I figure out more about the Angelic Demon of what their responses are. Demonica could just be like, "You're a demon. Are you sure?" Erenfold will probably slay it or attempt to fight it, and the others I'm not too sure. Next, so how did everybody like Comic-Con? It was great. Couldn't agree more with the lass. I loved all the cartoon characters. Well then, you're the only happy one. Because if you got free food while breaking our wallet's velocity... Fair enough. Imagine Dev's creating his own version of the V's. It would be quite interesting. Right, so let's get on to refining this more now that we've got this, so... And the line art's going to refine this a bit more at the top, so if I miss anything or anything afterwards, the actual line art. This is just the rough sketch stage, just tidying up the lines. There's now 3 stages to my process using this, and it gives amazing results once you do them right. They released the teaser of Has Been Season 2 at Comic-Con yesterday. Sorry guys, I'm about to sneeze, so I'm going to turn the mic off so I don't deaf. Good. False alarm. He says, "Achoo!" Oh, where are we? I don't know. At last that thing isn't here. You really don't like Tila, do you? Was that not obvious? Wouldn't be surprised if Velocity is Dead was an unknown Deadpool variant. Velocipool. I've still got a long way to do in my sketches of anime style, I think. I mean, they're okay, but they are not as good as I would like them to be. I'm not going to get that mouth right. I'm still stuck to the lines that are there. It's a bit better. Callahan19. Hey, how's it going? Did you receive my submission for the Offspring redraw? Yes, I did. I had a quick look. It's quite cool. I like the concept, and that's all I'm going to say on it, because I've done most of the scripting for the redraw. I've picked a couple already, and there's some more I'm waiting to see what comes in. So I'm not going to go too far ahead with it, but yeah, I did quite like it. Oh, you could put some info down in the chat if you want, and if I can catch it, I'll catch it. My pants are always on fire because I'm hot stuff. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Cringe moment. That's my response. Lie, pants on fire. Dempsey, pants on fire. That's because I'm smoking. I've got to have some self-confidence, or, you know, you never get anywhere in life. Yeah, Justin, don't put any spoilers in from the movie. I know exactly where that came from, so don't put any more spoilers in for the movie. Some people haven't watched it; they want to watch it in here. I've seen it. I know exactly where that came from. What? My little hot stuff comment arc? That was what you call keeping people on their toes. Ah, was that in the trailer? I haven't seen the trailer one for that one. Okay, that's cool. If that's in the trailer, that's not a problem. I will apologise in that case, Justin. I just know it from the actual movie because I watched it last Thursday. Why is my brush size now up to 14.1 instead of... Oh yeah, please watch the caps, guys. It won't be cheaper. I can tell you now, Ben, it's going to be about 20 quid. 19.99 the minute it comes out. Guaranteed. I'm not kidding you, it is the best. I'm looking over here, but I should be looking here. It is the best movie I have seen Marvel come up with since Endgame, and it blows everything out the water. It was perfection. Literal perfection. Ark, if you want to leave because I said I'm hot stuff, then that's entirely up to you. I'm just having a chilled random stream. It's not a problem at all, but you'll be back. You'll always come back because you'll ask me what to draw next. That's cool. 321 Penguins stream. I'm down for that. Wait. 321 Penguins. It could be Ark. It's been making. Sorry, it could. I'm doing a kingpin now. It could be Ben. My car has been making some funny noise lately. Let's move down and put some details on the little plushy character. I don't know why that's originally at 8, so how did that jump up? Still teaches lessons about Bible, but it takes back from the split adventure of the penguins, the grandkids characters. Show. I wish if it was I could buy a new one. Okay. I tell you, guys, I'm going to take a quick break a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to put you on the break screen. I'll find my way to it. I'll be right back. I'm back. How are you guys doing? Maybe needs a new refrigerator then. Looks a bit clearer now. Probably another 2 hours yet. Depends on if I get. mean, I'm going to yawn in a minute. Just because I've been up since silly o'clock this morning. But I'm going to stream as basically as far as I can get onto this in the next at least 2 hours, probably up to midnight. So, just so you guys know, I have Friday's video scripted, which I am doing something I have never done before. I know Nerd and Kingpin know what it is because I've stuck it in the artist chat. Koi, I don't know if I've told you what it is, but yeah, it's going to be a good one, breaking the fourth wall. I'm going to have so much fun with it. I like the story, and it's got a few giggly bits in it. Oh, I woke up at like 5, went to sleep between 8 and 9, woke up for 10 to do work, finished work at about 6:30, wrote most of the script for the community redraw in about 2 hours. I'm so amazed how I did that. So most of the script's been done, lined out, planned out. Finished off Friday's video script last night, but I did the intro and outro, potential text, and then just, yeah, worked it from there. I'm not too much worried about all the line art. I just want to get a... I might speed this up a bit. I'm not going to delete the bottom sketch, but this is going to be a... This is basically for colour and lighting on this. So this is more an idea of colours that can go onto it. It's a good technique, and it's one I'm starting to learn a bit more Clip Studio, because the way that the tools work, they work really well. You can actually select certain layers that you want to work on. And then just see what happens. So it is really good on that, which is quite fun. If you're on about how to write scripts faster, I don't know. Me and Kingpin had this conversation the other day. I think it was yesterday before his stream. Or we often have this conversation. If you're in the chat, Kingpin, you can vouch for it. The scripting is what takes us the longest. Usually it takes about 2 to 3 days, but on these last two, I don't know why, I just seem to be hyper-focused. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew the storyline as soon as it came to my head, and I typed it when it was in my head. I didn't get distracted. I worked on it. I typed it. I accomplished it. I even got it vetted by my other half, which was quite funny, because I know I'm doing a funny bit if she's laughing in it. If she's laughing, it's got a funny bit in it, which is quite cool in the story. So Friday's got to be a little bit humorous. It's not non-stop laughter, but it's a fair amount. And as I say, this is... Get back here. This is literally quick sketch in the... I need to learn how to do fabric a bit better, actually. I haven't nailed that yet. Which is why I'm doing this style, which is a combination of artists. So I'm taking hints from The One You Lost, who's an amazing artist. Seriously, their artwork inspired me for the skin tones and stuff, which is quite cool. And then we've got some other artists I've seen and techniques that I'm just trying to incorporate. Hey Marin, how's it going? We're drawing X-23. She's got a Wolverine plushie. But by the time I finish this, after like 3 to 4 hours on this, it's going to look quite cool, I'm hoping. I don't know if I'll do a full 3 to 4 hour stream on this. I might finish it off stream. I might save the rest of it for afterwards. I'm getting into the style a little bit at the moment, so it means that when I do stuff, I kind of want to finish it over a couple of days. I kind of want to see if I can match Lady Deadpool in terms of the quality. Because that would be amazing. That Lady Deadpool one came out quite cool. So yeah, that will be amazingly fun. Anyway, how are you, Marin? How's things? Hopefully everything's going well for you in your neck of the woods. I'm hoping, touch wood, the green screen is done for now, and it was just a few little blips. I will be using more art programs, by the way, guys. I will be using a combination of maybe a video using Clip Studio and a live stream, maybe a live stream using Procreate and a video, maybe sketchbooks going in there, which would be quite cool. It would be interesting to see Popcross do an offsprings for the characters, but you could potentially create an offspring of them as a variant, which would be quite cool. Potentially IBS Paint. I need to look into getting that and sorting that one arc, but it is on the list. Yeah, Ben, it could be an interesting one. The last video, they were all done in a different art program for the Deadpool Wolverine one, and I think that went down quite well with people. Didn't do massively well, which I'm a little surprised at, to be honest. I thought it'd do better, but I was talking to Kingpin and the guys and thinking maybe we should drop our videos before the release next time, not after it. Now, I am only doing these as super quick things, but I need to get the concepts to seal off sections where the lineup could be subject to some elements, which works. So the idea is I can then drop the skin on a layer, but I kind of maybe want to just finish the eye, and I can go on a new layer. I want to move it after I've done it. At the moment, I'm pretty much tracing what I've got just to make it quick for the eye. And I'm speed tracing it, which is actually a new one for me. I've never actually drawn it that fast. And I know our eyes need work because I haven't got it perfect. I just want to be able to move it into place afterwards, because it will have that one eye gap between them to look right. Maybe the nose is wrong. I think the nose is wrong. Okay, we're going to ignore that for now. Just so I can seal these bits off quickly. Cool. So I'm going to just do a quick colour test, which on the roughs I don't really need to do so much on the skin, but I can do it quickly. So the skin is going to be a skinish colour. Get that tool, make sure I have... What happened if I do that? Yep. So I can quickly drop in the skin colour over sections really quickly on this. Works quite well actually. Which, yeah, it's quite helpful to... You can do your skin, then you can do the clothes. So I can have a new layer. I can select a... Especially one's a bluish tint to the clothes. So I can then select the... I'm not worried if the eyes get coloured in like on the plushie type things. I didn't draw the other eye on the other side, so I'm not too worried. But I can quickly draw in potential colours on... I mean, how quick is this to just colour test? This is amazing. The new DC logo. I don't think I paid much attention unless it's that blue one. I've seen previous DC logos, so I'm not 100% sure. I would have to... I'd have to see it, if that makes sense. yellow because it's going to be Wolverine's yellow. Her hair's going to be obviously a colour, but the t-shirt's going to change. The skin, I want to get back that colour, and I want to just do that part there. Jeans probably going to be a darker bit of blue, so a couple of clothes ones probably go over bluish back jeans, potentially. Not bad. Probably a bit darker though. She tends to have, yeah, naturally a bit more. Right, that's a bit. That's more the colour. That one and that one. The top. Do you want the top the same colour? No, I think we want her top to look a bit more whiter. And that's yeah, lighter colour for the top. I mean, this is the fastest way to colour it in, basically, to figure it out. Load about her eyes, hair. I know she's got dark hair, but there'll probably be a hint of brown in it. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-dum. What do you reckon? This colour scheme, or? I mean, there are a few bits I've missed off, which makes it a bit tricky, but I'll have a look in chat in a second what you guys think for the initial colours. Obviously, we haven't got a clause in there yet, which will be on a probably a new layer on their own. More that colour, go ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Hair's gonna have that bit coloured and that bit coloured, and that bit on a rough one. Oh, Resident Evil on the Boys is quite an interesting one. Don't forget about the Wolverine suit colours as the hair highlights. What do you mean, like yellow for the where the light's getting, blue for where the shadows are? You're gonna have to explain a bit more, Justin, because the Wolverine suit colours for highlights, it's only yellow, blue, and black. Not sure how that's gonna work. You sent the DLC logo. Hang on, have I got Discord open? I might be able to see this. Let's have a look. I can see it. Cool profile picture, Justin. Oh, that's not. I don't think that's new. I think that's an old one revamped. It's not too bad. Problem is that people get used to a particular logo and then it goes tits up from there because people don't like it. How tall is Loki? Oh, oh, oh. Have I got it open? Give me a second, Tegan. I'll find out. Like streaks, like one side is yellow and the other is blue. Maybe. Not sure yet. It'd be an interesting interpretation. But in the meantime, I need to... where is it? Tegan wants to know how tall Loki is, and I'm sure I've got it in my narrator info base. I've got loads of information in there. I'm just loading it up, Tegan, so we can have a look. So, in terms of the narrators, let me find Loki. Okay, Loki is that one. Loki has a height of... I'm pretty sure I filled this in. He's 6 foot. Loki is 6 foot. You heard it here first. Okay, so this one's not too bad. I want to put 2 layers there. I think we'll share that colour for the eyes, and I'll put another layer at the top. Give her blue eyes. Blue eyes always stand out. I'm not going to do any major shading. I just want to use this as a rough color plan, which is really weird saying like color it in for the rough, but it's not exactly that bad. It's just working out where things are supposed to roughly go. And the reason I'm doing this is not because I want all the details, it's for this next bit. I know she's faceless, I'll sort that in a minute, but it's for this bit here. So when I go into what's that, still line that stuff, if I go above it all, I think I can make that a clipping mask from there. Layer settings, clip to layer below. Potentially, I should be able to just take a color and color pipette drop. Okay, that needs to go up above that one. Now, that's a bit better. The idea is to okay, let's take off the clipping mask and let's just fill this out completely. Layer settings, click to layer below. Yeah, so delete, add a layer. Why is that? That's my reference layer, that's weird. That should have just filled everything. Never mind. I'm kind of curious how that's not just covered everything in. Weird. Super weird, but never mind. I just wanted to do a simple thing and it wouldn't let me. I mean, how mean is that? I shouldn't be referencing any other layers, that's the problem. Why is it? Enclose and fill. There we go. Just a bit frustrated at that because that should have been then clipping mask and then it's on the layer that I want to do, like the rough sketch one. So I've got that for the potentially the shadows over the top, but that's not working. It's fine. What that to multiply. There we go. Drop that down a bit and then use the eraser to figure out where the light's going to come from this one. So the idea is to be able to just quickly carve away some light just to give an idea of where it might come from. Maybe it's coming from this side more, so the underneath will pick up, these sides will pick up a bit more. And go on to new layer, whack that right up to there, change that to an add glow, and then maybe just pop that on bits above. Just to figure out a bit of light carving on this to... Oh, that's why it's not going anywhere. Ooh. I'm using a razor to erase stuff out. I'm not using a... That's better. So just to add a hint of like where the light might be coming on. I'm just practicing getting used to like light from different areas. So you can drop that opacity down, but it's the whole way it might highlight across. And this is just a rough idea of light carving for it, so this is good. So now what I want to do is I'll create a new layer, put that in, put that in for the light carving. I'll get that layer to clip to it, and I've got to potentially change the orders, but that's fine. Rough one here goes down to the rough sketch. What I want to do is in my rough sketch, it's basically everything but the line art gets turned off. And then I just do the same process again. So I get that line art, which is potentially up here on the rough sketch folder, and I just drop the opacity of the rough sketch folder down. And now I'm doing the main line art, which means I get the G pen, I get that down to there, I check the size, it's got to be 6. Six is a good one for line art, it works out quite nicely. I zoom in, and now I take my time on the line art. This step is crucial if you want to make it stand out. And I've just realised I missed some chat, so give me a second. Okay, DC logo, how to like streaks on one side, the other. Oh, Evil Julia from Fairy Tail, that's quite cool. Nexum and Demonica are both 5'9", I believe. Looking at this, let me just go back to the starting bit, but I'm sure, yeah, Nexum and Demonica are 5'9". Oh, Tegan's got scared. Who are you? The name's Kai, Bloodclaw. And you are? His name is Loki. You know this person? Yep, and don't worry, he's a villain like you. Another one to join my ranks. We're basically drawing Laura Kinley. Yep, that's who we're drawing. How would Demonica call... And how would Demonica call her daughter? Would go cute nickname or just her name? I don't know. To be honest, it depends on the name of her daughter, if it could translate to a cute name or not. In all fairness, that's an interesting one. I haven't really thought, would they have a nickname? Because Demonica doesn't really give anyone nicknames most of the time, so it's could be an interesting one. So this is the bit where you concentrate on adding all the details and all the bits in the line art to really try and make this character pop. Which is the bit you guys normally see sped up in the artworks, but this one is just a case of trying to work our way through it. I feel like next would be the one to call her cute, like child names. The Monica were just talking native demon talk that nobody understands her, but she means well. Be interesting. What's official SpongeBob? What's official SpongeBob is on the spectrum? Oh yeah, I had that poll running. Let's stop that and see where we got to. Who won the poll? Just the random poll for just whatever. Deadpool. Nice. That's quite cool. Got no message. Okay, video's gone out. It's fine. This. Cool. Concentration on my face now, hey. Do you want to hear your college comment again? I see University of Michigan. Hang on. I think this would be her college photo that we're drawing. She's taken with Logan as she's getting out of the car, but she's not enthusiastic about it. Maybe I'll probably change the facial expression on her a little bit. In a little bit, but yeah. Hair is always trickier to draw, so let's move on to a bit I can potentially draw. Yeah, that didn't work. It's worth an idea. There are tools in here I don't know how to use yet, which I'll be learning over time. Should be quite cool. So what's everyone's plans? It's not going to work, Justin. Sorry, that one won't work. Gee, should I make him wink? Yeah, that's quite cool. A key thing to know about line art is you don't have to actually go within the lines of your the drawing underneath. Your line art, which I'm learning lately, is supposed to enhance your illustration, which is why I'm being very selective of what bits I'm going to and what I'm doing while I've changed some aspects. Excuse me, which is why hey, Rick Spicer, how's it going? Yeah, I can't do mechanical layouts and architecture layouts, so yeah, it's a nice little switch through there. I plan to watch the stream and later finish the last Ender John. Ooh, Oricon build, that's quite cool. Then, random question, but how would the narrators draw themselves? Who would have the most beautiful self-portrait and who would have the skills of a kindergartner? Nexon would think he's the best, but he'd have the skills of a kindergartner, and I think Dino Dynaclaw would have the best self-portrait. I haven't watched it, to be honest, just in the My Adventures of Superman. I want to watch it. It looks quite cool. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. What do you watch it on? How many drawing can I do for the redraw? Like max, would you allow drawings to post in? I want to do 3 drawings of a face, full body and cool post. If it's the same character, you can send in as many ones as you want if it's a cool paste, but I need the full body and a headshot. If it's multiple characters, unless the redraw calls for it, you have to pick 1. But however many illustration bits of that one character you want to send in is up to you. Because some people have done actual builds and sent me the whole 3D thing of it in Lego before, which is quite cool. That's cool, Rick. I appreciate that. Ben says Demonica seems like she would have a decent self-portrait. She might do. She might be a dark horse in it. Potentially. Flossie would definitely draw herself all cutesy looking self-portrait. I think then you're yeah, I think that, in all fairness, this is Velocity self-portrait. 2 seconds, I lost my screen. Okay, so I think this is her self-portrait. Ta-da! Sorry, ta-da! That's her self-portrait. Yay! Yeah, I think that would be it. I was going to ask you guys something. I completely forgot. So, do you guys want more original stories on the channel, or do you want to go back to some of the, you know, the more pop culture stuff, like with the Deadpool and Wolverine as whatever, or a blend of the two, like a mixture? Kind of asking you guys in here because you're in chat to ask at the moment. Loki's would look scribbly, I think. Ashana's would probably be a masterpiece because they don't want to die from her. A blend. That's quite cool, huh? So I'll work out like mixing it up between the months. Then if there's something trending, I'll do the trending topic. If there's something not, then I'll do more the other topics. I say that's not the final vote. It's just if blend wins, that's what I plan to do. A mixture. Everyone wants a mixture. That's cool. I was thinking of rebooting an old series as well. Maybe taking like Ben 10 Dragons and rebooting it in my current style. Or rebooting Ben 10 Mech Armors or something. Aliens as desserts. That'd be an interesting one. What would we have? A four-arm sundae with 4 cherries on top instead of the 4 arms. Adult shows and the kids shows. That could be interesting. I have to be careful with that one as well, depending on what adult show was picked. Paint on the wrong layer. Yeah, I hate that. That's why I'm so careful with what I do nowadays, and I still do it wrong. Forums into a 4 cheese pizza. That could be quite interesting. Pull a food fantasy and turn different foods into Ginkers of humans, like sorcerers, superheroes, mages, etc. That would be quite an interesting one too, actually. On the more culinary foods. Yeah, that would be a rather interesting one. Yeah, comic books are normally months of work. I mean, I'm not exactly fast. There are techniques for comic book stuff to make it go quicker. But it's, yeah, it does take time. Saying that, Nerds released a graphic novel which takes absolutely ages to do, which is a massive milestone. So, whenever you see Nerd Comics Inc. again, congratulate them, because that's an achievement and a half. It's basically like a super comic. you see the difference of when I want it in the line art and I'm doing it a particular way to level it out, look nicer than when I just drew the weird bits going around each edge. It's a nice little trick to do. And it works wonders when you're doing this, because you can get your effect in place. James Howlett, yeah, it's is a bit weird saying his name because it's Logan, basically is his dog tag, obviously, and then Wolverine is his code name, so it's a bit weird doing that. Probably about an hour arc. I at least want to finish the line art, if nothing else, on this one, and then just have this as a part 2 next Monday. This is kind of one of those ones where I want to take my time on it. As I said, a lot of the videos now, or the personal pieces, are going to be what I take my time on. Which means that they'll have more emphasis on what I'm working on or doing at that point. But I think she's starting to come along quite nicely with the line-up. It is a bit of a trickier one to do and keep focused on. You know, it takes a lot to keep the lines as consistent as you can do when you're zoomed in. It's easier zoomed in than if I did a screen recording or a time lapse of this. The other thing I want to ask you guys actually is, should I start dropping the real-time videos off, like when I do a personal piece like Lady Deadpool? That's like a 9-minute video I did as a short, you know, it's a short long form with music. That's actually about 3.5 hours of full-time recording. So anybody want to see the actual real-time long ones with just some music, or do you just want the shorter ones with maybe some process tips, or just music and the odd ones dropped in just to watch here and there? I'm also trying to make clothes a little bit more realistic with what we have, because like the creases and the folds and some of the details along here, like this. You ever notice how they have this like little extra rim down the side of the the buckle bits where the belt hooks through, kind of like the hoops? I appreciate that, Rick. My humour's an acquired taste sometimes. Sometimes it takes a while to get used to it, but it's nice when people do get my sense of humour. this is one of those ones where it's like, yeah, draw the belt, great. Draw the details, great. 4 hours later, I'm still doing the line art. So that's working there, and we need one. There. Cool. Hands are difficult, so I'll do the hand in a minute. I'll just start focusing on this bit for now. And the trick sometimes is to just draw the line with confidence from the elbow. Ideally you want to pivot your elbow when you're drawing, almost like it's a sketching like that, like it's just like an arc that goes across. So imagine your elbow's flat, you're doing a quick arc stroke. Rather than actually trying to draw it like that, you actually want to do the whole arm movement. Gives you a nice crisper line, which is quite cool. Some people will watch a 3-hour video, but it's depending if they get enough out of it to watch it. It does vary. I know Tolgart, he does a load of hand-drawn traditional Dragon Ball ones, just puts music on and just draws like for the 3 hours, 8 hours videos and posts them. But the problem is a 3-hour video is probably going to take about 6 hours to render out on YouTube. And I know that for a fact because my 12-minute videos sometimes can take up to half an hour to an hour to render out, and there's not a huge amount in there. So it can be quite interesting to see. Sometimes they upload and they take 5 minutes. You know, by the time it's done, it's uploaded after it's processing. The processing's like half an hour. They just fly by. Other days, it just takes a lot longer, and I've got no idea why. Oh, those eyes look quite nice. Maybe for on April Fools, yeah, just make a 6-hour one. When's that due out? Popcross's season finale of Vigilance, because I'm not sure when that's actually planned to be released. Although saying that, you know, I'm toying with an idea for next year, someone releasing something which would be quite cool, but it depends if I get to where I want to beforehand. Oh, you'd go for the Pets of Death would normally be the reds, the oranges, the blacks and the greys, because it's like the Grim Reaper and the souls. Maybe some blues and greens in it, because it'll be quite interesting to see what's happening, because of the like the whole soul flames and stuff. But for life, it would probably be the lighter colours, so it'd probably be the yellows, the golds, the creams. You could have some red in there, but you could have some blues as well, but it'd be toward the whites, it'd be towards sort of like the... So you'd probably have this half of the colour wheel that's moving now, and the greys would be the main, like the flame colours and that, and those would be the eyes for the dark ones, and you'd probably have more the yellows and greens towards the lighter blues would be the colours for the actual basically for the actual life ones, as it were. After a buy night video, because I just got back. Have you suddenly become Popcross? Did you go on a meditation retreat, Ben? I'm a bit confused now. What's going on? Ben, have you secretly been Popcross all along? Oh my god! And also, Freya has the most suits out of everyone. Suits? What, you mean like mech suits? Or Bi-Unite suits? That would be interesting. That's how to trick a line going through. Is to just zoom out, do a confident line, zoom back in, and do the extra bit at the end, because that's quite a confident line. That looked really nice. I'm not going to be able to repeat that. That just looked really nice. That's not too bad either, actually. No, from his recent video, very funny. Also, I meant outfits like her first, second, and recent one. Possibly, yeah. I haven't seen this latest video. Did that one actually drop today? I haven't had a notification, but then again, I've only got certain windows open, so I can draw for this. So I don't even know if anything's been dropped. Oh yes, please. If you guys enjoying the live streams, just like the content, then drop a like. Oh, I see. Yeah, he's got Freya Sparks 3. He's happy ever after real. Okay, that's quite cool. And Kingpin, how did your recreations go? I love the concept that you've got for that one. I'm assuming Kingpin's here. If not, then Kingpin, where'd you go? How dare you not be here, Kingpin? How rude. He's lurking in the background and he's going to be like, I'm here, I'm here. I'm just submitting my harmony. Go away, leave me alone. How do you think he made a video in one day? He didn't. Oh, that's awesome, Kingpin. He doesn't make them in a day. He pre-makes them. So Popcross's videos on a normal schedule, and he's made this clear on his channel. The Monday, so the Monday video is scheduled on a Monday. He then does the Friday video artwork and script and recording Monday, Tuesday, and edits it to schedule it for Wednesday. That's the Friday video for the end of that week, and then he does the other part of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and schedules that for Monday. And sometimes he does it over the weekend, and that's the Monday, and that's the next bit. So he's always working one video ahead. Now with the smaller series where he does it, he can do the same amount of work for Bi-Nights, do the script and the story for 3 individual stories, create 3 separate videos, and pre-schedule them ahead. So he's always been working at 1 video release ahead minimum at any given time. And especially when he comes up to going away or to having time off like any other content creator, we tend to try and schedule some. So a compilation video put together of everything is an easy way to do it. But we might have some videos that we've pre-planned to come out again later. So it'll be very rare he'll knock a video out in a day. But in theory, he would have had the script already done and recorded, knew what the artwork was, and in a day all he had to do was finish the artwork off and edit it and then upload it. But yeah, it was a case of he's probably pre-scheduled that one. Ah, awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. I should have done that competition, but I'm in a couple other things that are happening in the next well, pretty much in August, I'm in something on Instagram. No spoilers yet, but I will probably be making a video about what I'm creating or something for it, which is quite cool, but also quite scary. Loki will hiss at the dogs, and then he'll go to put them into a tank with sharks with laser beams. That's good work. I wing it, add one take, but I don't have thousands of subs. Yeah, the subs just come over time with the content. Yeah, I'm going to have to post my story in reverse for reasons. How do you mean post your story in reverse, Ben? I'm kind of intrigued what you mean by that now. Saying that, I've got to figure out how to post something in reverse, literally in reverse, in a video at some point. I've got this idea, and it's got to rewind, so I want the video to rewind, and I'm not sure how to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a rewinding video. Maybe I should get all the artwork in a video to play backwards. That'd be quite cool. So you start the final piece and it looks like I'm taking the artwork away in an entire video. You'll see when I finish at least the 6 chapters. Ah, that's interesting. Well, on Friday you'll see how I take 2 franchises and I create an abomination. Kingpin knows what I'm on about. I'm going literally full force into the... doesn't know all of it, but he knows what I'm planning for Friday's video. And it's going to be good. Also going to be... I don't know, I might traumatize a few people with it. 6 chapters lead to a space war. That's quite quick. 6 chapters of my comic led to... Well, no, 8 chapters led to 2 battles, part of the plot being sorted, and a bit of the origin background. But that was the comic I was trying to work on a long time ago. How am I going to do this face? Usually it would come down here and it would come out there. That'd be that part. But it's the mouth. No, I want that. Come back. So how do I do the mouth? I'm going to merge that down while I'm happy with that. So the mouth is the trick. Smiling. Now, she looks like she's part of the Joker. I got a Pinterest page for this. I'm not joking, I've got a Pinterest page with like all the anime things and stuff. I should be looking at it. I am being an idiot. I always tell you guys, use references, and I am not bothering to use my references. So, yeah. Oh, it's okay, Ark. I've made a way to make one of the franchises even more terrifying by the end of it. It's really cool and really creepy. They're different eyebrows. I could have done a different eyebrow, actually. Eye effect, actually. Yeah, I'll save it for another one. These work quite well. Where's that? I've got that many things saved in art poses. I need to find it. Yeah, winging it does work sometimes, but references are always great. I mean, I didn't use the reference for the pose on this one this time. I kind of like, I did try a couple and they didn't work out. But there's, yeah, it's just working on combinations. I just got to wait for images to load for me to scroll down further to find them, because fortunately, while I'm streaming, it takes forever for an image to load, or things to load on a page, which is quite annoying, because I know what I kind of want for the... Oh, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I just need the little... No. Oh, why do I struggle so much with this at times? I draw these plenty of times and I struggle at them every time. I might have gone too far. I'm now finding Pokemon in my art poses, which shouldn't be in there. In the board. Whoopsie. That's all you want. Scrolling down looking for art poses like lips and stuff, and you see an Absol and a Mega Absol appear in front of you. No, where'd you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Mega Absol. Woo! I'm probably getting copyrighted now, aren't I, from the start and end of that? Oh well. Okay, that's kind of a nice... Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, I'm not going to destroy everyone's opinion of that song, because that song's not about what you think it's about, and I'm not repeating what it is on stream. But yeah, that's not what it's about. It's not what you think it is. You pay attention to the words, it changes the whole meaning. Oh, okay, so it did load something, that's fine. Can I get away with one of those? I probably don't need that rough layer at the bottom, so I can probably just turn that rough sketch off. The line art one, and scroll to the bottom sketch and just make sure that's off as well. Wow, that looks so wrong. Yeah, I might change some aspects of this later, but let's see what happens if I move the mouth about. it's not too bad actually. Maybe if I render it, that would turn out quite nice. Right, I don't like that bit. I need to change that. That looks wrong. Oh wait, what's... Oh, that's the mouth. Okay. So that's fine. I want to move that one down. I just feel this kind of maybe needs... On this layer, I just need to erase those. Hairlines. Extra in here. It sounds daft, but this is why line art is the next stage up, and you should take your time on it. It's finding these bits where the hair doesn't really care about what's around or underneath it. You're basically just making it so that the lines tidy up to it. But I can already tell that looks so much better than what we had before. It just adds something to the hair when it's flowing and it's working, and it's just the whole atmosphere of the piece, and it's just a very simple change in part of the hair dynamic. But even so, that's already made the face a bit more better shaped for the hair blowing, like the wind blowing on the hair a little bit. And I knew there was something missing from this side. This wasn't quite... right. Probably not exactly right, but it makes more sense to what we've got for the wind blowing in the hair type thing, which is quite cool. I'll say one thing: Podcast Discord ruined my innocence. Oh, I remember getting in at the last time on that, but yeah. The more true that the backstory is, the more overpowered it makes a character. True. Oh, hang on. That's never skip. Give me a second, Tegan. Ooh, I do apologise for yawning. It is coming up to Wow, my clock's completely wrong on the top thing. It's frozen. Never mind. Apparently it says Tuesday the 9th of January on my clock, on my top, on my thing on there. But you know, who cares? It's probably because I've had it on airplane mode and it's just not caught up with the clock or something. I haven't taken it off to sync it, so it's way behind. It doesn't know what it's doing till it auto syncs. Tigner's got a skip. I am not shot. Yes, you are, Loki. Yes, you are. You bunch of idiots. Squabbling over something so petty when I am planning to kill another god. Right, I want a new layer for this, for the line art, because hands are hard to draw. And if they're crossed like that, she's got them like that, how would they be on the... Even if they're dropping down, so they drop down, so it'll be... Got it. That's how the hand goes. Well, she's got two that come out here, so it'd be here. That kind of looks the part. So her thumb would be hidden behind on that one. So this one would be more... along here. And then you'd actually have the blade bit coming up here. And you'd have finger go out that bit. You'd probably get two knuckles in between, so you'd get there. But then this would come up before the last part, and then it'd come out. And that would come... You have the knuckle here that already come down. Come down over that side there. Crease back, then that would have a crease there, and then she come around there because she's kind of squished it. And that last one would probably have a straightish line there. Which means this one needs a tidy up. And then this will need a tidy up in here. So this would probably go... You wouldn't probably get all of it, you probably just get a little one here. And you just probably get a bit of the hand going that way. Actually, she's got her elbow underneath, so that's going to pick up the bit there. I think we've got the inks basically done, unless I want to add. Yeah, why not? So if I turn the bottom layer off, whichever one was on to give us that. So that's our line art, and it's looking quite slick and quite nice, which is beautiful because we need it to do that. How much do you have now? About half an hour. I do want to... export that to the photo library, just so I've got a reference of the line art. Technically speaking, I should also turn that off and export that to the photo library with that off, because that gives me a PNG of the line art, which is quite nice. So now we need to think of the background for her. Also the rough, that's the render folder, so that rough folder there just needs to be locked and collapsed. New folder. Background. Start with what I like to do on this one. Find a sky gradient, which I do have a midday sky, and just figure out where I want the yeah, I made my blue sky golden. Oh, I like that idea. Yes, we're going with that. We are going with that for that there. Next, I want to do this, and I want to do... Actually, do I do that one, or do I do the classic... Yeah, let's work on that concept for now. That I want to take that to there and just block out a... It's quite cool because of the line art. It's picking up the other layers, so it actually just can go in areas where there's planned to be around the character, which is a really cool effect on this. It works really nice. Hey Marin, welcome back. We're just working on sorting out some colours on this one. There's a lot of skin on the character as well, which I need to work on. But I am just dropping in some ideas for background, and I want sky above that. To do that, I want it to be a pretty much a white colour, maybe offset for a bit of a tint of colour. Maybe we should get this to go through the character just for this one. I mean, this layer is below everything else, so let's make sure we've got everything selected. And that there can go behind that one just to give that effect like it's behind the mountains. Also do a couple of could mask that, airbrush, bring that back into that way a bit and just go. How big is the airbrush actually? don't like that. Maybe we should just go with the classic. There's that. Here's whiter. Here's a new layer of clipping mask on. Here's the select. Technically speaking, they should pick up more the yellow colour, but I think it'll work well with just that. I can play with the blur tool in a minute. Well, that's the reverse way around, but don't think anybody will notice. Turn that off, get the blur tool. It is on blur. And just soften up those edges just a little bit. And then get a soft eraser. Probably about that for the brush size. 20 for that. Brush size needs to be a bit higher. And just on a couple of those, just lightly erase a few bits. No worry, Maureen. I'll catch you next time. Thank you for joining the stream. I've just seen your message, so if you've already gone, I do apologise. If you catch this back, it's nice seeing you. Live pet dog personality, golden retriever, Dev's dog's personality, very, very angry chihuahua. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I've got that. So next I want to go into my render layer. I want to not worry about my lineup. I want to go down to my skin, add a new layer. For now, and then I want to select all of the skin layer bits. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see what's happening. Let me turn that background off a minute. Right, let's select these. So all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that, that hand there, that arm there, chest, neck, most of the ears, we just get the eyes, which is fine. Got that, I need to get into here for these little bits. They do go out sometimes with the lines, but we can tidy that up later. I do believe that's every area with the skin, which is good because now that I'm on a skin layer, I can go to the gradient tool, which is quite cool. I can also turn the background layer back on, but we can go to gradient tool. I did try creating a skin gradient effect, which basically should be, but the skin's too bright for this. Oh, I missed some. We want to add that. Maybe that needs to be. That's fine. We'll go for. Is it this one that we want for the tone? Or do we want that one? That one would be quite cool. And you can find out the bits you miss as well when you render, which is quite cool. So you can use certain colour backgrounds to see the bits you've missed. So I actually want to lasso in that part and that part. Which gives a nice effect of the character now for the flats for skin, which is quite cool. We'll do the flats for the other one for each of the layer bits, and then we'll work on the next set of stuff that we're going to be doing. So it's quite cool. I might leave the background colour for its glow for that. I don't know yet. I do feel, however, that the little plushie would probably inherit the same skin. So I think that little plushie down there should, well, actually probably have a bit darker skin. We'll give him that one. I do quite. I never got my head around Clip Studio Paint before, but I do quite enjoy it. Looking at what I've been able to accomplish in this, it's a very. What's the best way to put it? It's. Hopefully that won't keep using that bit from that layer. It's very user friendly in the regards of what we kind of want to do. And obviously, I had the rough sketch before, so if I turn back on, like, I know the background layer's above it, but if I turn that off and I turn back on the close layer, for example, I can pipette drop the colors. Once I actually put that opacity back up. So that's the color I want for that one. Got to close on here and then just go. Oh, on the layer inside close, just go. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, we missed a part of the skin off. Can't believe we did that. There we go. I knew we missed something. This feels very much like paint by numbers right now. Is that a chicken with a shark tail and shark teeth trying to eat your wires? No, because I'm protected by shark bait. Hoo ha ha. Hey Koi, how's it going? Starting to get a bit of a groove on with this for the final rendering bits. I mean, it's still going to take another stream, but I think she's starting to come along quite nicely. With our cheeky Wolverine going, ha! She's squishing the plushie. That's just that there. So if I go to another layer on top, and I want to go up to the done. Did you drop it on the Discord arc? I might be able to get a quick look if you've dropped it in the Discord and tagged me on it. I won't be able to share it on the screen, unfortunately, but my setup's not great enough to do that at the moment. I need Koi's amazing technical help from across the pond. But I can see what is coming across for what you've got so far. Where is it? Oh, that's awesome art. That's insane. Oh, wow. I love the fact you added a stinger into the tail. Oh, I wish I could show this. Tell you what, let's just cheat, right, guys? Arc's on a red panda monster, and that's what it looks like. How cool is that? I mean, seriously, how awesome does that look? That is absolutely insane art. That's amazing. That is awesome. There we go. That was my version of the artist showcase. There, done. Ta-da! Oh, you've got some sketch of your story plan on Instagram. That's quite cool. That is on the eyes, but I kind of want to just colour the back of these in, just because I feel like it. I also feel like I've erased part of those that I shouldn't have erased, but I'll fix those eyes on the line art later. So that's that. Another layer for the jeans, and basically it's effectively an in-between tone. Oh, I'm liking this. Her claws technically need a new one themselves. And they're going to be more... Well, they're definitely going to be the lighter colour for now. The clothes need a yellowish golden colour for the X buckle, and underneath that it's definitely going to need a reddish colour for the classic X-Men. I also want to pick that yellow colour actually from the buckle. It'll be a different material, however it will still be the same colour used on his headpiece. I do feel that the colour for that should also be his teeth and the inside of her mouth, which is a bit more complicated to do. Yeah, Rick's appeared from vidIQ and made it over. It's always nice to have people from the other streams that we've been in or moderate or even just go into and they come over and join the streams and join in. I always find that quite a nice experience that we've got as YouTubers. Oh no, that's fine. I wanted to share it because that looked awesome. That's insanely amazing. Right, the eyes need a layer which is going to be a blue colour. I'll drop that in for that for now. I'm not worried about being super perfect with it, but it will have a blue colour for its eyes. I'm at least going to get the flats done today, so before I finish I want to get at least the flat colours in and perhaps I'll fix that liner over the eyes later. For now it's just get the main bulk of this in. So hair, we've got two hair layers for this because the first one's going to be our pal Logan, who's got dark hair, but he's got mutton chops. Got over his mutton chops. Now her hair is going to be darker and also a bit brown. Justin, I will have a look at the streaks in a second on this if it's possible to do it, because this, the beauty of Clip Studio is I can actually create a new layer above, pick the yellow for example, and I could drop it on one of these to act as a... Hey, you meant to just streak on the little bit I wanted as a streak. What are you doing? And you wanted blue as well, didn't you? This is the beauty of Clip Studio that I'm finding. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not sure about the streaks, Justin. They do look quite cool. I will leave that as a potential layer once I do this onto a new layer actually. And I'll move them into it and I'll call that streaks. I might do a version with the streaks actually added to the hair and the version without, so that looks quite cool. It's quite interesting. It'd be funny if subscribers' characters took over the stream. Never gonna happen. Narrators will take over. Well, the green screen of Doom will take over the screen before I do, but or before your characters do, your subscribers' characters do. However, I am liking the fact of the submissions we've had for the Offspring. There have been some really cool designs. How long has the stream been going for? Let's have a look. Everything goes so slow outside. We've been going for nearly 3 hours. No, we've still got a bit of time. But now we've got all the flats in place on here. It's perfect because now I can just drop the background back in. And spot where we've missed stuff and where the lineup might need tidying up over the top. So this is actually quite cool because this way you can spot where you've got issues with your... So my lineup most of the selected layers into my line art here. There are bits where it's gone, where it's not actually showing through for some reason. So I need to figure out why that's... done that. It's not the end of the world. I can fix that, but it would be nice to know why that's done that. Potentially something to fix a bit later on. Maybe I've selected I've just done it wrong, and on the line art layer or a layer I just haven't actually gotten the It's not the end of the world. I can afterwards just go over everything with what needs to be on the top, or clipping mask it, you know. It's almost like it doesn't exist, but if I add a new layer, clip mask that, surely I should be able to colour that in. I'll figure out later, that's not an issue. Think you're getting better? Oh, Ark, you're getting massively better each time. I'm loving your style. Imagine any Wolverine going to the gym. That sounds about right. They do tend to go, they would probably end up going to the gym. I think I'm going to leave it here because there are things I need to fix in the lineup for some reason that have disappeared and not showing. I don't know if that's just because it was on that lineup layer. Or going right back to like the very bottom type. I mean, technically speaking, a quick way to fix it is cheating. You go like that, and then you just literally, potentially, drop that out the back. What you do is you just move that above it. But you didn't see that from me first. Shh. Oh, Wolverine needs to go to the gym. Wolverine didn't get his muscles just from that. Don't forget, Wolverine's over 200 years old, and he's been in the military several times. He's been sparring boxing matches in the military to keep fit. He's been on all the mission stuff. Once his muscles developed, his body just will keep going. I'm not sure about the blue hair type thing, but it's quite cool. Okay, so that's the background. And that does fix some of the line art, so I wonder what happened to it a bit later on, but it'll be interesting. Cool, so the final render, I want skin. Just fix a few bits. There's always going to be some bits that we miss for some reason, or something's not right with the line art or something. I don't get why. It's the way the reference in there is working on this, but I think for now, or maybe we should stop here. It's because she's squishing the top with the plushie in it, so it's literally over the arm, so it gives that impression. That's why I've got the little bit here to imply it's kind of like a shirt being squished up. But yeah, it doesn't matter either way. It still roughly works. Oh yeah, he will definitely do it with the skeleton he's got. But I think this is a good stable point to stop, and I'm going to tidy up any of these little bits off stream, the little white, the little bits that are wrong, and the line art. But I'm ready for next Monday. But I think this is a good, actually. First we want to save it. Save that in there, and then we want to export a photo library photo of that where we are currently. So this is where we've got so far, which I quite like how it's turned out, and I think we will probably call it there on this one. I don't want to get in the habit of starting something and then not continuing it in a flow. It does make it kind of, yeah, a bit of an interesting one. I might have to draw more of the plushie in there, like the arms coming out or something. That'd be quite cool, like little plushie Wolverine, little spikes coming out by his head or something. It would be quite cool. But yeah, I quite like how this one's turned out. I'm not 100% sure of the streaks yet. They're growing on me a little bit. Justin, I might make it a bit more so it's that one isn't. And I've noticed the gradient, not all of the hair bits being covered. But I will sort that. Like I say, there's some gaps in it where I need to go and refine them a little bit. Oh, I've saved it, don't worry, I've saved it. Tegan's got a skit. Stop calling me short. Heck no, this is fun. I will destroy you. You can try. What do you mean by that? I'll probably just do two different versions, to be honest, Ark. I'll probably just go and on the hair I will do a version with streaks, without streaks, and the streaks will literally just be something as simple as I might just turn this layer to a colour over the top, or some form of like lighting, like a hard light, so that will pick up anything that's done to the shading underneath. But yeah, that's not an issue, that's just how it'll go. I'll figure that out later. I say the only thing I'm going to be doing on this before next stream is tidying up the line up with the gaps underneath and just reaffirming it. Probably just turn everything off and go over the lines a bit more in depth, just to make sure any faint ones or any weird clipping issues are done. But other than that, what do you guys think? Are you enjoying how this is coming out, as well as how using different software like a Clip Studio? So it's a bit of a shift up. Well, I will eat then. Wake up, I'll draw next and Demonica's child. That's cool. So if any of you guys want to join in the community redraw, it is basically a there's a link in the last redraw, which was the what did we do for the last redraw? I've forgotten. The last community redraw video. I'm gonna load up my page, and I want to get this right because it's my thing. So we'll retake this skit in a second. So hang on a minute. Okay, so that's it. So in the last community redraw, the Beasts of Taknor, there's 2 videos, and both of them have the details for the redraw, how to enter. But basically, there's a character reference sheet linked on the second one. A final foe emerges, which will have a reference for all the narrators from a Google spreadsheet if you're not on the Discord. And you can submit via the Discord or via the email address that's on the bottom of them and the bottom of this, I think the description of this live stream as well. So you've got until August the 16th to do that. And yeah, if you're lucky, it might get redrawn at the end of August in the community redraw. Ah, cool, appreciate that, Art. Right, so on that note, unless there's any super urgent questions you've got for me, I'll give it couple seconds to catch up, and then yeah, it'll be a case of Ven's obviously enjoying this illustration with the boing 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 boing. But yeah, I wanted to do a bit more skin rendering as well, so trying to find a pose with more skin is a bit tricky, but I think it's going to turn out quite cool. Cool. Right, well, I'll say bye guys, and I will catch you in the next stream next Monday. And there is a video dropping this Friday. Yeah, it should be actually on Friday. It's actually potentially on schedule this week so far, so that'd be quite cool. You don't mean like that. Too late, Fen. No, it's fine. I just wanted to make fun of the boing, boing, boing bit, but yeah. No, it's cool. Right, well, anyway, have a good evening, day, afternoon, whichever part of the world you're in, and we'll see you on the video on Friday and the live stream next week. Bye, guys.